We are going to Bongos Cafe in Seattle, which is a Caribbean food cafe, and it's supposed to be like really cool. It's like converted like 76 gas station.
There's sand.
Yeah, and there's like sand that's like outside of the restaurant, and so there's like a big outside seating area. We're really excited. This was recommended to us from a friend that we used to work with at El Diablo coffee shop. So excited to see what's coming up.
Love you, Mondo.
I got the Desi plate, which is pulled pork with black beans and rice and mango slaw and a sweet plantain.
The plantain looks yummy, actually coming at you. Alright, so I don't know if you can see that, but it's their braised pork, Swiss cheese, house aioli, and looks like they got a little bit of jalapenos there too.
Yum.
Damn, man, this feels right. Oh, this smells right too.
Look at this pork. This is craziness.
Cheers. Ooh.
We actually have the same pork.
Oh, here we go. Oh, this is a 7-part sandwich.
I mean, like, should I have gotten the shrimp?
What?
It was too spicy, so I can't handle it. I can't really handle spicy food. I like really enjoy it, but it's too painful for me sometimes. So.
Well, it's going to get a meal. I can barely finish. Yeah. I like the sandwich more than
Paseo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking up on Yelp the reviews and stuff, and they were comparing this and Paseo.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So Paseo is another Caribbean like kind of like food, like sandwich stand. It's super.
Thank you.
It's super like famous in Seattle. It's really well known, and then they have a sister store called Cuban that's also really famous. But we had it. I had Paseo the first time like 3 years ago. It was so amazing. And then I brought him there last year, right after we moved, and it was like not the same. It was not the same at all. And so it's like really nice that you have this.
Yeah. Was this more similar to what you had at Paseo?
The meat is more similar.
Try it. Because honestly, I liked the meat, but it was just the taste was so sweet. Like it was just weirdly sweet and gooey.
No, it was more like this.
This? Okay. The savory kind of gooey.
That was nice.
It's not bad.
I feel like it's ordinary.
I just don't like slaw in general.
I like slaw.
Oh, can I try the beans?
Yeah.
Oh, he's alright. I just got Reiki certified this afternoon. Oh yeah, I can heal with mystical energy arts now.
What was it like going through the process? Was it how you see it on like videos and stuff, and you like convulsing?
Yeah, wait. I mean, definitely a lot more subtle than that. I think there's definitely a little bit more of a dramatic edge to a lot of things you see on the internet. But you know, like it was interesting because I kind of, even though I do really believe and trust in energy, you know, part of me was skeptical in like, will I really feel some certain shifts happening? And I did. I really did. No.
Yeah. What did it feel like?
It's hard to describe. It felt like, it just felt like certain types of energy felt like lacking, you know, like it felt like war. And so it was like, you kind of just felt like an abnormal emptiness. Whereas like, there are other spots where it was like, oh, the energy is really concentrated, but it's concentrated like away in an awkward position, you know. So as you do these techniques, or as you just kind of stay with the energy, it may shift or may not. But there were a few moments where I felt and kind of even in a weird way saw it shift directions, and so that was crazy. And like you know, we were getting feedback from the partners that we were working with, and they said the same thing. They could feel, like when I was being worked on, I could feel as she was doing the technique, my energy shift and kind of open up and start flowing again. So it was very interesting.
What made you think that Reiki was like a thing that you wanted to do?
I mean, I didn't really know it. Like, you know, you know, I had a few conversations. I just opened up a personal training business, and it was hard to explain what I do to people, what I do in my trainings to people, you know, because I focus a lot on mindfulness and the way their energy sits as they do an exercise. And I didn't really know how to explain it, but I just, in my whole history of working with people, either with rehab or exercise, for me, I put a lot of focus in it. I've always been really sensitive to people's energies, and it's made a huge difference in my practice. But you know, like, that's not something that, at least I find, is very common when you're talking to people, you know, like telling them like, oh, you got to beware of where your energy sits. And so as I kept talking about it, you know, energy seemed to be the biggest common denominator. And I had a few people in my life that did Reiki and never knew what it was, but it just kind of came to mind one day. And then, you know, you had even said, you and my friend Danny had said, oh yeah, of course, we actually wondered why you didn't go to Reiki any sooner. And so I ended up just looking it up. She was the first. Her website was like what I was drawn to, and it made it the perfect experience.
What can you do with Reiki, being certified Reiki 2? What can you do with that?
It's practice.
What does that mean?
Anybody who feels like they have ailments that are chronic that may not necessarily be physically related can come to me to align their energy. It's people who are really sensitive to energy. Y'all know what I'm talking about, but usually there will be people who are really sensitive to energy that will feel like they are kind of all out of whack. And so, as a Reiki 2 certified practitioner, I can apply my techniques to support them in just shifting energies around so that it flows. I think there was a big focus in the class about the fact that as Reiki practitioners, we ourselves don't actually do anything. Like, we are not responsible for the healing process. We're a conduit. So we allow the energy to pass through us so that we can hold space for their energies to flow. And it's hard to explain, just because the more rationalization or the more logic I find is applied to the practice, the less effective it is. It's really a feeling and an intuitive art.
That's interesting that you say that. It's that you are only holding space and the person is feeling themselves. Right. I think that's something that I find a lot in like people that I talk to, you know, being in our mid-20s, it's like, you know, we always want to look for that answer, that cure, that thing that will, like, I don't know, a magic pill of some sort, you know? And like, for me and for us, like we've been like introduced to the world of transformation, doing personal development workshops, like being a part of a program, and then like being in partnership with that program and volunteering and coaching, being on the coaching staff with it. It's like something that's really hard to communicate with people is that like you are doing the work.
There's a phrase that always pops up in my head that's very similar to transformation that was said a lot in this weekend seminar, which was we are not here to fix anything. Like, nothing is needed to be fixed. We are allowing change to happen. And that change is provided through the individual's own intention and willpower. And we hold the space and we guide them for that, but we're not necessarily doing anything. We're not repairing. We're not, imposing our own will, as Daisy said. We're not imposing our own will to the outcome. And I think that's really important, especially with transformational work too. It's like
there's nothing to be fixed. Like there's like things happen and maybe we're off track, or maybe like we get into a bad habit. But there's nothing to be fixed, right? But tons of things can change.
Absolutely. She also said this, she's like, it's funny how things also work out with that stuff, because usually the people who are desiring that anyway are drawn to that kind of work. Because she said, for the people who are looking for quick fixes usually, or who want other people or a thing outside of themselves to solve the problem, they will go to like a doctor to get a prescription. They will go to all these events that supposedly say that they can fix your life. Like that's where they will be drawn to. Like how many times have you heard someone see like, and I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, that this can be the catalyst, but how many times do you see someone say, oh, I saw Tony Robbins on Netflix or something. I'm like, I want to go to that, because I want a little ounce of what he's having. It's different. It's like, this may take like a week, or it may take a couple of years, but it's like everyone works very differently.
And there's nothing wrong with wanting to go to Tony Robbins. No. Just put that out there. There's nothing wrong with wanting inspiration and wanting motivation. Like that's like half the battle, and right, so there's nothing wrong with wanting it. It's actually really great, and also to really feel that only you can change your own life.
Powers in you.
Your sandwich is a little thin.
Yeah, it was.
I would like to say that though, like that sandwich is like, I was expecting like a nice volume to the sandwich. For how much money was it?
For $9.
For $9 for a sandwich. Like I was expecting it to be, because it was mostly meat, and then some jalapenos, and then some like aioli stuff. But they did have like the coleslaw stuff on it.
That wasn't for that one.
I feel like this is a pretty good plate for like $12.
Oh, I think so. Got mad vegetables, got mad meat. I think the winner is definitely a salad.
Pork?
Yeah. I forgot what brand it was. Black Raven coconut porter. It's good shit.
This could be any beer. And I would not be able to tell
tell me a little bit. You can tell me anything about yourself.
Okay. I'm 26. I'm a Sagittarius. run.
Are you getting nervous?
Yeah.
Are you getting nervous?
I dream in life for as long as I can remember. Just kidding. Since I was 14, I couldn't remember before that. Since I was like 14 was to open up my own bakery. But the point wasn't the bakery, you know, it was to close the bakery early and then like cook a whole bunch of food and then open up my dinner table free of charge or donation based, or maybe like you know, a small thing to be here, but it was just like to open up my table for people who may not have the time or the funds or whatever to like have a sit-down hot meal. And this isn't like, it is open to everyone. So if your family is super busy and you're like, hey, I just want to have this little time with my parents and like to connect with the community and have conversations, you know, like that's where the dream came from, was that like I had such an amazing experience growing up that like my parents were always like, you have to come home for dinner. We had dinner every night together and it was great, and it was like sometimes it was the only time that we got to all sit down together. And
their family loves eating.
Yeah, and like food, the experience of food and sharing food and opening up conversations with food, I think is just so powerful, you know, because we're not in the same chapters of our life, we're not in the same place or the same mental space, and yet like food is a bond, you know, and this experience that we have with this plate of food is going to be here with us, you know, like I think that that's the dream, right? To give that experience to as many people as I can. Yeah, and so it has been a dream for so long that I didn't even think that it was achievable. You know, like when you daydream about something for so long. And when I would look up like MBA, like requirements or whatever, like I got really discouraged for a really, really long time because I don't have like I don't have the like requirements, like eligibility. You know, like I didn't graduate with a 3.0. I know that's really embarrassing to say, but like to have 3 to 5 years of work experience or 10 years or however many years of work experience, like I don't have that. I mean, I just graduated 4 years ago, you know. And even if I worked throughout college, it's not the work experience, right? It's not full-time work experience that is like that really helps your application process. And so for a really, really long time, I just didn't even, like, this dream was a dream, and I didn't even think about the next steps for it. Like, what do I need to do in order to achieve my dreams and that it's a reality? I never even thought about that. And then whenever I started thinking about that, and I was thinking about the MBA, I wasn't qualified, and so then I just never applied. And then it wasn't until this year that I was like, why not? You know, what do I have to lose? Because the only person who's suffering is me in this, right? And so I applied to Babson MBA and I didn't get it. But they did like my application, and which is why they offered me enrollment into their certificate of advanced management. And so because I didn't have the work experience, so this is just like buffering that and allowing them to see that I can handle the Babson workload. So yeah, that's the story of my life right now.
The course went out.
So yes, if you have any self-doubt about the next steps that you need to take in your life, like just do it, because you already rejected yourself if you don't go for it. Like you made that decision for them.
That's true.
So that's us in a nutshell. And perfect timing because we are done with our meal. So we'll check back in with you when we found the place that we want to eat. We ended up not going to another place necessarily, but we got cookies and ice cream.
Woo!
Yahoo! And so we're just gonna make some ice cream sandwiches at home, relax, you know, have a chill Sunday, like literally cooler than it is outside Sunday.
Oh my god, yes. Yo, it's draining right now.
Yeah, so.
Do you see my eyeballs? They're melting.
They're melting. Okay, so have a good night. Love you. And we'll see you next time.